Thank you for your interest in dialogic reading. This short webcast will give you a definition and overview of what dialogic reading is in the first part of the video. The second part will give you some research on the effects of dialogic reading with young children, a model of dialogic reading with a 4-year-old, along with an analysis of that model, and finally some resources in case you would like to learn more. Dialogic reading is a type of shared reading. Parents know the importance of reading books starting at a young age. Many parents assume that when dealing with their young children who are not yet reading independently, the parents need to be the ones reading to the child, but research has found that is not the case. Even pre-readers can take an active role in story time. Dialogic reading is a technique that will help you help your child take an active role in telling a story. We know that children learn best not by simply hearing and seeing, but by doing. The name Dialogic refers to having a dialogue with your child when reading a picture book. There are 2 acronyms to help promote that meaningful dialogue in storytelling. The first is peer. These letters remind you of the steps in dialogic reading. When prompting, you might ask a question about the illustration or about what happened. You just want your child to start talking about the book. A simple "you're right" communicates that you've heard their contribution. To expand your child's response, just build off what he or she said. You may ask for more information or suggest new vocabulary words that they can use. And finally, repetition is an important step to review what you've discussed or to give your child a chance to practice new vocabulary. The peer sequence is the fundamental technique in dialogic reading. Just going through that sequence with your child will have him or her more involved in the story and improving his or her vocabulary and oral language development. The other acronyms suggest types of prompts you can give. Giving the same prompts page after page will be tedious for both you and your child. Use a variety of prompts and choose what comes natural to you and to the storybook. The acronym CROWD can help you remember the types of prompts to give. With completion prompts, your child needs to supply the missing word at the end of the sentence. They most easily occur with rhyming or repetitive books. They help develop your child's understanding of language structure. Recall prompts are just asking questions about the story. Don't save them for the end. These questions can be asked throughout the story. Use open-ended prompts to ask questions about the illustrations. Asking your child to tell you what he or she sees in a picture is developing so many skills that readers and all learners use. Attention to detail, predicting, making inferences, and creativity. WH prompts are those questions we ask to get more information. What, when, where, and how. These allow you to check that your child is understanding what is read and are another great tool to improve vocabulary. Finally, distancing prompts encourage your child to connect the book to real-life experiences. Making meaningful connections can deepen a child's understanding of a book. It also helps build their narrative and conversational skills. Part 1 gave you an overview of dialogic reading. Part 2 will give you some examples and some research of this strategy in practice. Thank you.